It is so lovely to have you.
Thanks, Anna. It's so nice to be here.
Now, I went on your podcast, which was really fun. And also, we went deep and extensive about talking about my endo journey because you have created a makeup line, Karmela Cosmetics, that is dedicated to people that have different health conditions. And it's all about empowering. So, explain to me a little bit about your line and also why you chose endometriosis as one of your causes.
Sure. My line is a high performance natural brand. And as you said, it's focused on giving back to women's healing and empowerment because I wanted to bring a deeper meaning to makeup, to the beauty industry. So I thought a lot about it and decided on the Endo Foundation as one of my partners. Actually goes back a little bit because I was speaking with a mentor of mine and I was trying to figure out, who to give back to. And I wanted organizations that really were focused on helping women, because a lot of nonprofits, they'll just say they are, but they're, so I did a lot of Googling. She told me about endo and I never heard of it. Turns out one of my close friends actually has endometriosis.
Wow. Yeah.
And the more I looked into it, the more I was like, this is crazy. I mean, it's, first of all, by the way, it's 11%. It's not 1 in 10. It's more than 1 in 10.
Mm-hmm.
And after speaking with you, by the way, that also really made me feel like even more passionate about giving back to the Endo Foundation. But by then we were already partners. But I think what really, motivated me to give to the Endo Foundation is the fact that people don't know about it. Mm-hmm. And it's so common. And it's honestly, it's really upsetting that adults, first of all, I mean, there are so many reasons, but I was just speaking with someone who I met. She's in her 40s. She had no idea what endo is.
Yeah. It's just not part of the general health conversation.
Yeah. And what really gets me, honestly, is that women are told that it's all in their heads. It's all in your head, right? And I cannot, it doesn't sit well with me at all. That's so upsetting. That women are told that the pain that they're going through and the suffering on a daily basis is in their heads. It's so wrong. It makes me so angry. And that's really why I've been, partnering with you guys. And I want to give back to the Endo Foundation because I think the worst thing possible is not to feel validated. Mm-hmm. And there's really nothing worse in life, especially for women when you're going through this, personally, I had period related issues and I was really nauseous all the time and whatever. And I think that I didn't have endo, but I was thinking to myself, could you imagine the pain that I would have been through, how much worse it would have been if I had endo and someone would have told me that my pain's not legitimate?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a disempowering feeling. And then you do, I mean, as confident, as self-assured as someone can get, when you are in pain, you're vulnerable. When your body seems to not be functioning in a way that you deem to be your normal, it. And to have a doctor or someone in the medical field kind of dismiss you, the first thing you think is you're angry, you feel anger, but then on top of that, you do, I mean, any rational, logical person would have a little bit of doubt, even if it's an iota of doubt, that doubt seeps in and it's am I crazy? Could I be a drama queen? It's all these things. And then you step back from the emotion and you go, wait a minute, I know my body and I know I'm not okay. But it takes a lot of determination and grit for so many of us to get a diagnosis. And it shouldn't, it just should not be the norm that it's an average of 10 to, or 7.5 to 10 years to get a diagnosis. And that's by going around and seeking treatment. Some people don't even get that opportunity because they don't have healthcare, because they don't have access. And then on top of it, going back to your line and what we discussed, I loved the idea of your lipsticks and and we can talk about what you're doing, but your lipsticks were primarily for the Endo Foundation and were sold are still sold on the Endofound shop. And I can, I'm a low budget shopper. Take me to any TJ Maxx, Marshalls, whatever. But if you drop me off in an island and you said you have one makeup product, what would it be? It would always be lipstick.
Right.
I love lipstick. And I have, even in my worst moments, going into surgery, even though they say like take all your makeup off or whatever, I always sneak in like my lip liner and my lipstick. And I know it sounds superficial and silly, but for me, it was like my armor. It was my thing that made me feel like I had my own cape going on, because it was something that presented me to the world as not vulnerable, as not fragile, as not delicate, as not sick. Even in my worst times, I put on my lipstick and people would say, well, you look fine. And I'm like, it's the lipstick. It's just brightening me up. But it was more of a psychological thing for me. And you and I discussed that. So why did you choose lipstick as the item that correlates with the Endofound?
Well, honestly, I mean, we right now we just have lipsticks. So but the truth is that after I spoke with you, and you just told the story of you pretty much told me the same thing when I spoke with you. That really came to mind when I was thinking about giving actual lipsticks or actual products to the Endo Foundation. I was thinking about what you had said about going into surgery and how, and I don't think it's superficial. It's really not, because like
I think people might.
it's a holistic experience, makeup. It really is, you know? It makes us feel beautiful, makes us feel protected, whatever it is, confident. And if that's what it does for you, that's amazing. So
Yeah.
that's really what I was thinking about when I emailed them and you know, decided to donate these lipsticks to the Endo Foundation.
And again, I don't think, I mean, I have friends that never wear a stitch of makeup and that's their prerogative, and
Right.
beauty comes in, all shapes and forms and all of that. But just personally for me, I've always been a makeup lover. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think it's a great creative extension. And also in those moments of feeling super kind of, just not my best, it
Yes.
perked me up. And I actually came out of a surgery, a bad surgery, right, an excision surgery that was very long and more extensive than we thought. I had extra pelvic endo. It almost caused me to lose my kidneys. And the third day, I think I was allowed to get out of bed, like the third day when they took the catheter out. And I was just like, I couldn't really walk to at that point, but I took my makeup bag. I went into the bathroom and one of the assistant surgeons walks in and she goes, "Are you really putting on makeup right now?" And I was like, "Yep." And she just laughed at me and she's like, "And you're wearing a satin nightgown?" And I was like, "Mhm." And she just cracked up and
Good
I
for
was like,
you.
I had to do it. Like I just had to feel like me. And it's like I don't care if my routine was at my house or if the routine was in, Lenox Hill Hospital in New York City. I was
Right.
doing my routine, even though I was puffed out and incisions and it didn't, and dragging, a pee bag. It was like, I'm gonna bring my own glam squad here. So yeah,
Good. Yeah.
yeah, it's whatever brings you solace and peace and comfort in those tough times in your life. So tell us how you are giving back by partnering with the Endo Foundation, and that people can try out and I'm not trying to be an endorsement because I'm not forcing anyone to buy anything, but I have used your lipsticks. I really like them. I don't like sticky lipstick. I don't like lipstick that smells like, you're going door to door and like selling something, that really perfumey smell. They smell good. I like them. The colors are really pretty and neutral enough where you can get a little bold color. You can also get a color that you can wear out during the day. And you're not like, over the top. So I do think there's a color for everybody out there, whatever you like. So tell us what you're doing with Endofound.
So we have a couple of things going on. The first one is 10% of profits from our purple collection. So when I say purple lipsticks, it's really like wine to purple. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Are donated to the Endo Foundation, and then we just donated close to 700 something lipsticks to the Endo Foundation to give out to your community.
That's great.
So that's really exciting. And we have some other things coming up. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it here. I don't know.
Go for it. We can always.
You can always take it. Okay. And we're also working on developing a product with the Endo Foundation that the endo community would appreciate, feel beautiful, feel taken care of. And we're gonna for every product we sell, we're going to donate one to the Endo Foundation. So I'm really excited about that. Yes,
I'm so excited.
yes,
That's really
yes.
great.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's all about spreading awareness. And I think what people like, people ask me sometimes, they're like, why are you interested? You don't have endo. Why are you interested in helping others? And I mean, at the most selfish level, it's because if we don't support our fellow sisters when they're going through things, how can we expect to be supported when we're going through things? You
Mhm.
know, we're all, it starts at the basic level. It starts at home, really, right? Or like close to, with people close to us, and
Yeah.
that's our fellow women. So we have to, you know, when we give back, who's to say that you're not going to be the next one with something else that you're going to need help with, right?
Life is hard. Life is hard for all of us. I think we all
Yeah.
have our own, our own journeys, but I don't think anyone, even the people that you look at and go, wow, they've got it made. I love to hear that story behind the scenes. Like you said, at home, it starts at home selfishly about, giving back. So people, not necessarily give back directly to you, but that it's just like a cycle of paying it forward.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Exactly.
yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think you need to have something to have empathy. Um,
Right.
it's I have, obviously I have it, so it's a different experience for me, but I think in order to just be a good human being, which does not take as much effort as people would think. um you just have to put the other person's shoe on for 1 second, get out of your bubble and think, how would I feel if I had something like this? How would I want to be
Yes.
treated? What would I need to make me feel better? And I don't mean just physically, but psychologically, emotionally, like how would I want to be supported? And those 60 seconds of thinking that can be incredibly enlightening and kind of change your worldview and give you the opportunity to be a better partner, a better friend, a better parent, a better sibling, just a better human world citizen, really.
Totally. Totally.
So I commend you for thinking that way, because so many people don't. They don't get out of their bubble. They think me. I don't have this. I want that, and it's all about themselves. So for you to do that, it shows your depth.
Thank you.
And I'm really excited to try the new product you're developing, which will maybe you can come back on when it's ready and we can talk about it. But also, I'm excited for those that are going to get your product and have fun with it. And maybe too, people could do some like cool makeup tutorials with it.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Instagram, and even though I don't do the TikTok because mom's 39 and I just won't do it, um, I could put it on, could do some TikTok stuff and fun stuff. That would be
That'd
great.
be fun. Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do like a hashtag and we'll work on that.
Right.
That'll
Right.
be fun. Thank you. Well, please come back
Thank you.
and
I'd love
we'll
to.
have to debut your new product.
Thanks. Yeah, we're actually launching eyeshadow also. I think in March. Yeah.
Nice.
So we're gonna have that.
March
You'll
is
love that because
Window Awareness Month. Yes. Yes. No, and I
oh.
love anytime you need me to just take, one of my awkward selfies for sure.
They're not awkward. No, I love your selfies. Also, you show the makeup. Like you know how to take selfies and show the makeup. You know what I mean? Well, because like you love lipstick, so it helps.
I do. I love my lipstick. And thank you so much for being here. And I really do appreciate what you're doing for the community. It's good to not feel forgotten and to remember that, beside for having this illness, like we're still fierce ladies and
Yes.
individuals who want to look our best and want to be seen, in our best light. So it's good not to be left behind on that.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And that's, by the way, something that I get messages about from some endo warriors sometimes. They'll
Mhm.
thank me for remembering that they, they
Yeah.
exist and what they're going through and everything. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because it's very important.
Yeah. And they're all beautiful. I mean, I think when you go through pain, it gives you, pretty is as pretty does. It's an old fashioned expression. My mom always used to say it to me because my grandma always said it to her. And I really do believe that when you go through struggles in life and if they don't harden you, I think they just illuminate you and they
Yes.
make you have a light that shines from within, and that beauty is really hard to deny. So
Yes.
I think I'm partial, but I find those that are endo warriors to be some of the most beautiful humans I've met because of their pain.
Yes.
So
True, by the way. So true. I'm thinking as you're talking, I'm thinking like, yeah, definitely. The ones who I've met for sure.
yeah.
Including
No,
you, of course.
all compassion, I think. So, but we'll see you soon. And thank you for taking time out of your day to speak with us.
Thanks, Diana. I appreciate it.
You too. All right.